Welcome to the Voice of All Things. Today we're going over chapter 991, and boy is it a good one. We start off on our cover page with, of course, the continuing story of Pound back from the dead, enjoying his loving family for the first time in his life. It's actually kinda nice.
I didn't realize how big he was in comparison to the girls.
Yeah, don't you remember when we first met him and his head towered over the Straw Hats when they found him in the forest?
Yeah, but why are they so small if Big Mom and him are their parents, and they're full grown?
Well, do you remember what Big Mom's parents looked like? They were really small. They were just regular-sized people.
But then that tells us that in the One Piece world, you really can't tell what someone's heritage is based off what they look like. I mean, anybody could have any mixture of anything.
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of recessive genetics going on, especially when it comes to fishmen and minks, that Oda said that you could basically end up with any kind of fishman child if you're a fishman.
That's just an interesting clarification on how the genetics in this world work.
Also, I'm being continuously creeped out by Pez. He's just creepy. He's cute though, in a terrifying way. On to the main body of the chapter. We continue right where we left off, with everyone reacting to Drake's betrayal of the Kaido pirates, the Beast Pirates, and his flashback of Kobe. When I read the unofficial translation of this, Kobe's dialogue made no sense, but apparently his dialogue actually made no sense to Drake when he told him this. It's just a weird thing to say. And we get a flashback of Drake interacting with Kobe. I guess this is where he learned that he can trust Luffy. Of course, the rest of the crew doesn't exactly seem on board with the fact that Drake wants to team up with them, but for some reason, Luffy seems okay with it.
And Jinbei finally realizes what an idiot Luffy can be sometimes.
Not that Frankie or Zoro seem like they want to trust him right now either. Then we get the samurai thinking that they can clear a path through Ulti and Page 1, and getting absolutely bodied by them. I really like Ulti and Page 1. I don't know, how do you feel about them?
I don't know, they're kind of annoying. I don't really care about them. I don't like the girl.
I think it's kind of funny.
I don't understand the joke.
Still, I am very excited that he decided to use a Pachycephalosaurus as her transformation because that is the best dinosaur, and I'll fight anybody who thinks otherwise.
Well, if you wanted a conversation about dinosaurs, then I agree with you.
Yeah, he did pick two very good ones. Also, I'm very excited. It seems like we're going to get a team-up fight with Nami and Usop versus Ulti and Page 1, which I think is the perfect matchup.
Now see, I was surprised to see that they decided to take them on, because aren't they much stronger than Nami and Usop?
Yeah, for sure, but I don't know if Usop thought about the consequences of what would happen when he attacked them, and now they're kind of stuck in this situation. Still, it seems apparently even Sanji's confident that the two of them can take them down.
Wait, you're just gonna skip over the part where Usop hides behind Nami and pretends to be her?
Oh,
that was the most amusing part of the chapter for me. Because at first I was confused. I was like, why is Nami announcing her own name? That attack move that I just saw is not Nami's attack move, so I was a little bit confused for a second, and then it became clear, and it was pretty hilarious. I don't usually think Oda's funny, but that was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was really funny too. I was really confused because her mouth wasn't moving. He always draws them with open mouth when they're talking, and I was like, why isn't her mouth moving when she's saying this? And I was like, oh, it's Usop. But yeah, I think this will be a good team-up battle. You know, the one-on-one battles are always awesome. It'll be nice to get a few of them this arc.
I think this is going to be a good chance for Nami and Usop to power up.
And it's interesting that Sanji would be willing to put Nami's life in Usopp's hands like this. I don't know if that's growth or he trusts Usop for some reason. Then, of course, we get Apu back in the fight. Luffy is ready for him this time. And we are confirmed that there are 10 numbers. Apu officially confirms that. That's something a lot of people were speculating about for a long time because Kaido's crew is based off of a card deck and there are numbers, so there's probably 10. Plus one of them is named 10. And then we're reintroduced to Hacha, who is weirdly very human looking. And apparently he is sobered up and is still just saying his name over and over again. So apparently they are just really dumb. I didn't know if it was they were just really drunk or really dumb, but it appears they are just really dumb.
So I don't know if I understand the next panel, but is he like in love with Frankie or something?
Well, he sees a giant robot action figure.
I was kind of hoping he'd have like a creepy crush on Frankie. I would like to see how that plays out in a fight between the two of them. Because they're clearly going to go 1v1 now.
Now we just need fan art of this.
You know what to do, guys. You know what to do, Daniel.
It is interesting, too, that we see Drake and Zoro still fighting. I don't think Zoro trusts him yet, but he didn't trust Robin or Nami at first either. Although they did betray the crew, so maybe he might have a point here.
Either way, he trusts Drake by the end because they're on the same side pretty quickly.
Possibly just because they both want to kill Apu. Who doesn't, though?
But what I'm saying is, I think that's the end of that feud. I think that's officially them burying the hatchet, and they're probably not going to have any more differences from here on out.
Yeah, especially because apparently they just have a lot more on their plate. I think their feud might have gone on a little longer if they weren't in a life or death situation. And in the next panel, we're introduced to Queen, who apparently is shooting some kind of mystery bullets. Now, initially, my first thought was these bullets, which Drake trails off before he identifies, are sea stone. I think he trails off because these are something we haven't seen yet. I was thinking, well, there's two possibilities. They could be sea stone bullets, which would be great against people like Drake, or they could be plague bullets, like what we saw in the prisoner mines, which would also be great against basically anyone.
Well, the first thought that came to my mind was hockey-infused bullets.
That's also possible, but I think that because Queen is an inventor who has a variety of weapons up his sleeve, I think that these are going to be something we haven't seen before. I think these are a special kind of bullets. Otherwise, Oda would just been like, oh no, these bullets have hockey, or oh no, these bullets are sea stone, oh no, these are plague bullets, because why hold out on something we already know about?
I don't know, I've noticed that's a thing in anime and manga though, where they trail off for some reason, but it's information that the audience already knows. I've noticed that as a pattern. I don't think that really means anything.
Yeah, I think Oda does it a lot less than other writers do though, because he usually does actually have a new idea ready for us. Whether or not it's an exciting idea is up for debate, but it's definitely going to be a kind of bullet we haven't seen yet. And then, the moment we've all been waiting for. We look up on the roof, and we see even Jack has been destroyed by the final form of the Duke Inuarashi and Duke Nekomamushi, and it's pretty epic.
I honestly didn't understand what the outcome of that battle was. I couldn't tell who was dead.
Knowing Oda? Nobody.
True, but also even the dialogue didn't really clarify for me what had happened.
But we do see a few notable casualties. Well, I use casualty lightly. But apparently, the member of the numbers who was up there was taken down. And we do see that the giant sheep man that Nami likes to sleep on has been taken down. And of course, it seems like the musketeers have also been taken down. Apparently, quite possibly, I mean, there might be a few stragglers left, but apparently, we're just getting Kaido versus the Scabbards now. It looks like all of the fodder has been defeated, and it's time for the final battle. And boy, did this start off cool. He's just like, okay, go run and hide now, I'm Kaido.
Oh, wait, before you move on.
Alright, go ahead.
I want to say I'm disappointed we didn't actually get to see the Sulong fight.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a lot more of this, honestly.
With all the buildup it's put me through, this fight is way too fast. Like, I often complain that the fights are too long in most animes and mangas, but I actually wanted to see this one. I wanted to see all the different aspects of it happening simultaneously.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of arcs where everybody got their own fight and we got to see it, but I feel like the last few arcs, it's just like, okay, there's a lot of people to fight and we're just gonna kind of off-screen. Dressrosa was like that a lot. We got a lot of that in Whole Cake Island. In this arc too, it seems like, yes, I wanted to see some of the battle between, like, what was Jack doing with these Sulong fighters? You know, how did it go? At least Inuarashi and Nekomamushi versus Jack would have been a great thing to see. But yeah, so we do get something very hype though, which is Kaido basically saying, all right, you guys go run and hide, for I am Kaido. And then Kinemon's like, no, we're not hiding from you. And he cuts his fire breath, which is something we've seen Kinemon do before. So this isn't a giant surprise, but it was awesome to have that call back there. Have him rend the flames in half, and then all of them declare, no, this is where we die after we kill you. And it was just, I'm so excited. And, of course, no break next week, so we get to see what happens next. Well, in one week. It's not as soon as I'd like, but it's better than 2 weeks, so see you in a week.
That was a weak ending. By the way, before you leave, we did make a follow-up video for the One Piece live action show based off what we learned in the Reverie video, but it'll be out tomorrow. I'm already uploading it. So, I hope you enjoy. It's not very long, it's just clarifying some of the stuff that we talked about in the first video.
Gaigo, Gaigo, hey there.
Don't leave without subbing.
Hey there.
Don't leave without liking.
Hey there.
Don't forget to comment. Hit the bell, hit the bell, hit the bell.